Most people don't ruin their lives. They slowly accept one that feels fine. They wake up tired. Not from work, from repetition. Same mornings, same screens, same conversations. And the scary part isn't how bad it feels. It's how normal it's become. You tell yourself, today will be different, but you've said that before. Yesterday, last week, last year. Before you're fully awake, your phone is already in your hand. Same apps, same faces, same noise. You move through the day on autopilot, work, messages, small talk, endless scrolling disguised as rest. And then at night, when everything finally goes quiet, that's when it hits. This isn't the life you imagined. And what scares you most, isn't it terrible? It's that you could live like this forever. Because this is how people drift. Not dramatically, quietly. 6 months pass, then a year, and nothing really changes except your age. You don't feel broken. You don't feel desperate. You just feel stuck. Comfortable enough to survive. Distracted enough to never change. You watch other people move forward. Building, improving, becoming. And you wonder how they did it while you're still standing in the same place, older, but not different. You don't fail loudly. You fail by delaying, by waiting, by telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes someday, and someday quietly disappears. Trust me, you will regret it. Comfort is patient. It doesn't rush you. It lets you stay exactly where you are as long as you don't ask for more. Distraction is even smarter. It doesn't kill your dreams. It just keeps you busy enough to forget them. Routine convinces you this is just adulthood, that this is normal, that this is life. And delay. Delay is the most dangerous one of all because it always sounds reasonable. You're not ready yet. Now isn't the right time. Just a little longer. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people avoid. At some point, staying stuck becomes a choice. Not a loud one, a quiet one. Made every day you delay the decision to change. Nothing is wrong with your motivation. Motivation was never the problem. And this is where most advice completely misses the point. You don't need another burst of inspiration. You don't need a new system. You don't need to feel ready. What's missing isn't energy. It's identity. Right now, you're living like someone who's waiting for permission. Permission to focus. Permission to say no. Permission to disappear. But the people who actually transform their lives don't wait for permission. They decide who they are before the results show up. They stop negotiating with the version of themselves that wants comfort. They stop explaining themselves to people who benefit from them staying the same. They choose discipline, not as punishment, but as self-respect. Discipline is saying, I matter enough to keep promises to myself. It's control in a world designed to pull you apart. It's power when everything feels chaotic. It's freedom disguised as structure. And sometimes discipline looks like disappearing. Not running away, not quitting life, just stepping back from the noise long enough to hear your own thoughts again. No announcements, no dramatic exits, no explanations. Disappearing means fewer conversations, fewer opinions, fewer distractions. It means hours where no one knows what you're doing. No validation, no applause, just work. You stop being available to everything so you can become available to what matters. You stop performing progress and start building it. At first it feels uncomfortable, lonely, boring. Your mind looks for stimulation, for proof, for reassurance that this is working. There is none. And that's the test. Because real growth doesn't clap for you. It doesn't reassure you. It doesn't check in. It asks one question every day. Will you show up anyway? Weeks pass. The urge to be seen fades. The need to explain weakens. You start to feel different, quieter, more grounded. Not because life got easier, but because you stopped leaking your attention everywhere. You're no longer reacting to everything. You're choosing. And slowly, without anyone noticing, your standards rise. What you tolerate changes. What you accept changes. What you expect from yourself changes. This is what 6 months of disappearance really does. It doesn't make you famous. It doesn't make you loud. It makes you solid. By the time the world notices the results, the work is already done. But here's the part no one tells you. You may never want to come back the same way. Because once you know what it feels like to move with intention, to live without constant noise, to respect your own time and energy, it becomes impossible to unsee. So now there's a choice in front of you. You can stay visible, comfortable, distracted, waiting. Or you can step back. Quietly, deliberately. No one needs to know. No one needs to understand. The only question is this. 6 months from now, do you want your life to look the same? Or do you want to recognize the person you've become? If this made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. It means something in you is paying attention. You don't have to decide anything right now. The only question is, will you?